Hello. Hello. It's morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I got Pen Piano got member. Pen Piano got member. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Fujikura Uruka channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I still have morning voice right now. I don't know. Is there some kind of sickness going around because I don't feel so good? So, Great job on the song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of the yes? Actually, really? 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 Oh my god, oh my god. Taiwan bros, is there a disease going around? Is there a disease going around? Am I sick? I don't know. You loved it? Rip Uruka, can't believe she died of ligma. I didn't die. Why is he so... Okay, so... Thank you. Thank you. I'm not laughing at ligma. I'm laughing at the first thing Pan Piano does when she gets a membership is send a curse emote. So... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love her. What did you guys think? What did you guys think? Did I ask that already? I don't know. Bro's going through all the emotes. Is there some kind of I don't even know how to ask if there's some how do you ask is there some kind of sickness going around? She's having fun. I'm glad. I compiled a little bit of the sheet music to show you guys just to talk about it, and it was, oh my god, it was so nice to work. It was so nice to work on this together. It was so, oh my god, she's so nice. She's so nice. Oh my god. I was like shaking in my boots every time I messaged her. I was like, ah, hello. You should go to clinic, quite cheap in Boba Land. I'm scared. I'm scared. 我不知道我是不是生病了吧。But, how are you feeling today? Oh my god. Yesterday, I ended stream and then I was like, okay, I got some food, and then I felt better after getting some food, and then I don't I don't know if I'm sick or I just have morning voice, but yesterday I got some food, and then a few hours later I went out to get a drink. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I will get to like talking about the collab, but oh my god. I went to buy a drink, okay? I went to buy a drink. And then I went to Coco. Okay, I went to Coco. I wanted a winter melon barley tea, but I couldn't freaking read. I couldn't read it. I couldn't read the... so, and then I went to the line, and then the person was like, 你要什么? And she was like, what do you want? And I was standing there, and I was like, but she was doing other stuff at the same time. So I was like, 叫一个 winter melon juice with barley tea. So, and she was like, huh? So, so moral of the story, need food near to feed a bear. Yeah. So. Absolute cinema. You two cooked such a beautiful cover. Sucks to hear you're still not feeling better. Hope you feel better, Panda Bear. I'm not Panda Bear. So. 要喝什么？我出去买饮料，可是我读不懂那个中文说什么。所以他问我要喝什么，我就说叫一个 winter melon juice with barley tea. 我操！Because they didn't have like they didn't have like a menu I could point at. They didn't have a menu I could point at. Usually I would just point at. Usually 通常我就指着说要这个，可是他们没有 menu 给我指，所以就像一个 winter melon juice with barley tea. Did you ever ask for something they make? Yeah, they had English on the menu. I could read the English, but I couldn't read it because I couldn't read the Donggua. I couldn't read the Donggua. I couldn't read whatever the barley part was. It's all... 发音好标准，有吗？有吗？我觉得有点烂的。But the collab. Basically, I noticed Pan Piano followed me, and I was like, oh my god! I strolled up, and I was like, hey, you want to collab? Because I actually watched. I remember like a long time ago. I watched her covers. I watched Pan Piano covers. Even it was a while, like a few years ago. That was kind of before I think the cosplay, but I remember I watched it a long time ago. And I was like, oh my god, it's her. Oh my god, it's her. It's her. I was freaking out because I was like, I know you. So I was freaking out. I like your funny words, Blue Bear. My funny words? Thank you. I don't have many funny words, but I'm glad you like them. The few that I have. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god. And I'm not gonna lie, there were a few like music YouTubers that made me wanna make like YouTube covers too. I'm sorry, I don't mean to age anyone, but this was in like high school. And I was like, I really want to do like YouTube covers on YouTube, but I was in high school and I was too busy doing school. I had too much homework. but like there were a few channels that like really made me want to do YouTube stuff. So like low-key, in a way, Pan Piano is part of the reason I'm here today. So it all circles back. It all circles back. Not the homework. Yeah, not the homework, man. I'm too embarrassed to translate that, so I won't. It's all... I can't either. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Translate it. I don't know how. I literally don't know how. 我中文不好. I can't translate it. 很久以前. What is this? What is this? A child story? Uruka hearts. What does it say? What, the emotes? What the 小时候 it wasn't 也没那么久以前的也不是那么久以前的事情了OK 我大概的翻译一下讲台语也可以台语我不会台语我不会我要跟你讲啊高中的时候high school 是高中嘛 Is high school 高中 I don't even know I thought it was Oh wait you're right it is 高中Are there even that many people here? Am I only I don't want to like Thank you Fan Piano for inspiring Bluebear till this day. May your influence permeate beyond the musical aspect into Uruka's attire. Stop. Oh my god. JK Uruka. Oh my god. Oh my god. My god. Congrats on the cover and not oversleeping. I slept early because I was dying. I felt kind of sick. I didn't feel that sick. I was out. I was looking at some stationery and then it suddenly hit me. I was like, oh god. I rushed back home. This feels weird to be saying in front of so many people though. This feels weird to be saying in front of so many people. I'll just tell her later. I'll tell her later. But it was such a pleasure. It was such a pleasure to do the cover with her. Just do it. Oh my god. Think of the clips. I already said it, but just in English. My Chinese is too bad, man. I can't even translate it. Gotta say it in butchered Mandarin. That's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Think of the clips in Chinese. Can you speak again? 我的中文不好です听不懂 Oh my god, you could go viral on Chinese platforms. What would I say though? Anyway. 不好des. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop fumbling. Okay? We're gonna talk about it. Basically, the process here, we started doing this. we started this in, oh my god, was it October or something? It was a while ago. It took a long time on my part because I had so many, like, it's a lot harder for me to do things because I have like the whole like Vtuber model and stuff. So it takes a while because it needs to be like edited together and stuff. Get like, make sure all the janky parts are not there. Give Pan a wrench. Wait, you're right. I forgot about that because she's already highlighted by her name. I'll give her a wrench. Oh my god. Add as a moderator. Oh, freaking YouTube, man. I can't. Oh, here. There we go. I just forgot because the YouTube, like, if you have over 100k, it already highlights your name. So I can already see her name. I forgot. Because the wrench mostly is just to highlight your name so I can see it in chat. But did you approach her for the idea or vice versa? I approached her, but only after I saw that she followed me. I was so surprised. I saw it and I was like, whoa. No way. but I really wanted to do something that sounded really pretty together. She probably heard you speak Chinese a few times. Thought you were cool. Yeah, apparently she saw like a clip of mine or something. I don't know which clip it was, so I'm a little scared to ask. I don't know which clip it was, but apparently she saw a clip. And then oh my god, the whole time I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like my Chinese is so bad. I can't type. I'm like illiterate. I'm like really terrible. And she was like, no, it's okay. I use ChatGPT. It's like, oh my god, okay, my queen. It's like, she's so nice, man. She's so nice. Oh. But yeah, so we started, basically I asked her somewhere around like September or something. But we didn't actually start like recording until like October, November-ish because this is the first time that I didn't do like just a cover by myself, and it's a lot harder for piano to play off of music because they're not just playing the melody, right? So we commissioned actually the arrangement. We commissioned the arrangement for the sheet music, and oh my god, the arranger cooked so hard. The arranger cooked so hard. Their credits are in the Premiere description, so do make sure to check them out. It was so good. So like the harmonies, whoa. Like I know it's part of the actual song, but like the arrangement of the parts, whoa. Wow. The arrangement of the parts, holy, some of that went, damn. It's really went well in the final product, right? Everyone involved with this MV cooked with a Michelin star scale, right? Good job, Robbie. Yeah, good job, Robbie. And they've done a lot of other cool stuff as well, so you should check it out. I think he actually worked on a like game. And it looked familiar. I was like, what? Why does that look familiar? And I realized that Amy played the game on stream. So yeah, he works on like game soundtracks too, which is really cool. Yeah, he cooked on the arrangement so hard. So thank you so much. It would not have happened without the arrangement because we could not have anything to play without the arrangement. What game? It's It's like a Danganronpa fan game, but it's like super high quality. it's like incredibly high quality for something that calls itself a fan game. I'm like, what the heck? It's incredibly high quality. Project, wait. Let me search. Project Eden's Garden is what it is. Yeah, Amy played it on stream. But the arrangement's so nice, and then after we got the arrangement, I gave it over to Pan Piano, and then she recorded it. She practiced it and recorded it. And we were trying to like decide what exactly like the thumbnail and stuff should be, because like I can't just take a picture. Things get a lot more complicated when you can't just take a picture of yourself, you know. But the song, I don't know if you guys read the description. The song is in the game Black Myth Wukong. It's a love story. It's a love story between this guy called Bajie and Violet Spider. And it's basically, okay, I low-key kind of forgot, but basically they love each other, but they can't be together. So Bajie has to leave because they can't be together. He has to leave for their own good because he loves her, and if they stay together, it'll be bad for them. I didn't play the game, but I remember kind of the story. The pig and the spider, something like that, yeah. It's kind of like based on the actual, not actual events, but like the actual story. The journey, what was it called? Journey to the West or something? I think it's a little different though. I think it's a little different. I don't think it's exactly the same. I think it's a little different. They took a little bit of liberties. But yeah, so Pan Piano decided she was gonna cosplay Violet Spider, which is fitting. So the dress is really pretty, by the way. It's really pretty. And so I was like, okay, I guess in the thumbnail I'll be the pig. I guess I'll be the pig, so I was the pig. But I can't actually dress as the pig while I play because it costs too much money to do that as a VTuber. But yeah, I remember we got the thumbnail back, and as you can see in the thumbnail, I don't know if you can see in my second monitor up here, there's like a rope on top of the chest. I remember sending the thumbnail and she was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. I was like, no, it's okay. You don't have to do like you don't have to do the exact same thing, but so oh my god, it was so cute. Like it's okay. You don't have to do it exactly. Like anything that looks similar is okay. Yeah, she's so nice. Source adjacent. Rope to Dizzy thumbnail. It's not Dizzy. It's not tied enough to be Dizzy. She's sending me hearts. Oh, I can't send hearts. I don't have hands. Oh my god. Pretend I'm sending hearts too. 我没有手，不能比。But yeah, it was a process. Yeah, and then we got back Pan Piano's recording, and it was so beautiful. The first time I heard her piano recording, I was like, oh my god, my heart. My heart. It sounds so good. And that was like just the piano part too. And it's I loaded, okay, like, because she sent the like video with the audio. She probably recorded at the same time, so she sent it with the audio, and I didn't want to separate. Like, even if I did want to separate it, I would have to load it into my program anyway. But I had to load it into my audio program, and so every time I hit play on my audio program, the video also comes up. And I was like, oh, okay, well, oh wow, okay. So not less maxing. It was just a shock for a little bit. Miss Uruka, what's your favorite piano video? Oh my god, it's a little, I don't know. I kind of just like, I have them playing in the background, and I like them a lot. But I really like the like double piano ones. The one that has like two pianos. She's playing two at the same time. The Free Ren OST. I don't know. I can't really choose. I like, first of all, because first I just play them in the background, and they're like really nice background music. Love your violin playing so much too. Oh, my heart. Thank you. I think our we are playing fit together pretty well. Like, for a recording, it's really difficult. I'll get into this later when I show you the sheet music, but it's really difficult to do like a duet as like a recorded thing, because usually you would do it in the same room, right? It's a lot easier to match together if you're in the same room and you're like, you can give each other cues and stuff. But she did a pretty good job with like the kind of cueing in a little bit, at least with her hands and stuff. So I would like watch the video as I was playing to see like her hands like moving and stuff. Because like pianists, even if they don't intend to, pianists usually do like hand cues once they start like moving into like other chords and parts of the music. So I was watching the video like as I was recording as well, which made it a little easier. I went back and listened to the performance again. Bravo. I love the interplay between the instruments, right? Right? It's so nice. It's so nice. Actually, it's pronounced penis. No, you can say it either way. You can say it either way. You can either say pianist or I'd rather not say penis. I'd rather not say penis. But yeah, so we didn't actually intend to, it wasn't intended to take this long, but because basically, so Pan Piano had her recording in like November, and then you remember where I went in November. I went on vacation in November. So I was gone for like a month, and then I had to get back into practice, because after a month of not playing, I was like, I can't really play anymore. Oh god. So I had to practice for a little bit. I had to practice for a couple weeks before I could actually like play to the usual standard, I guess. And then I was recording, and then I finished recording like early January-ish. And then after that, we had to get it mixed. We had to get the audio mixed. And then after that, I had to record myself, and then we had to get the video edited. So, but then Valentine's came up, and then everything was super busy, and then couldn't focus on that anymore. So we had to wait till after Valentine's. So that's why it took so long. It wasn't supposed to take that long. But that is just the way things go. It would be a lot easier if I could just like record a video, but yeah, it's I'm really happy with how it turned out. it was so surreal to hear it mixed for the first time. Cause like I could hear it myself in my own recording, but it kind of doesn't sound very good because my room doesn't have the best acoustics, you know? My bedroom doesn't have very good acoustics. But hearing it mixed for the first time, I was like, whoa. Whoa. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think that's the first time I actually did like a proper cover. Like a violin cover on my channel. With like the sheet music and everything, like the harmonies and everything. What do you mean? You're not hanging out with anyone during Valentine's? Stop calling me out! Stop it! Stop it! I'm forever alone. You know what's so foul? Why is like everyone in Taiwan is like a couple? Like no one goes outside by themselves. Why is everyone a couple? So, why is everyone in love? I go outside by myself, I look around and they're all couples and I'm like What makes you think it's love in every case? Because they're literally like huddling together. They're like huddling together or like holding hands or like putting their heads together. Or like staring into each other's eyes on the escalator, which by the way, I feel like is kind of dangerous. Do the voice. I am not doing that. I refuse. I refuse. Wait, I'm gonna get my bread. Hold on. Oh my god. I got my bread. You never know. Could be platonically standing backwards on the elevator to stare at each other in the eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Getting your pan. Getting my pan. I got a pineapple bun. Got my 菠萝面包. But I forgot to refrigerate it. Hopefully it'll be fine. It'll be fine. They didn't say you have to refrigerate it, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, platonically kissing the opposite gender, yeah. Okay, we're gonna move into the another screen. What? Not everyone in Taiwan is couples, at least I'm not. Well, I guess the ones that are not couples are in my chat, so... Okay. Okay. Let me just move over. What's 911? 911? What the fuck? 911? What's 911 in Thai? It's 119. Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I went to there was this place called Baby Boss or something. There was this place called Baby Boss, okay? And it was basically like a kid like job. To, like you could go and like pretend you're doing a job. It was like an amusement park kind of. Not Boss Baby, Baby Boss. It was called a Baby Boss and you could like try out different jobs and stuff, but it was like fun, you know? It was like fun. And I remember I went to do the firefighter one. It was the firefighter one. And I remember they were like, what number do you call when you see like danger? 遇到危险要打什么号码? And I was like, oh, 911. So 911. And they were like, are you stupid? It's like, It turns out it's actually 119. I didn't know that though. No one told me. No one told me that. ABG Uruka piano collab when? It makes sense. ABG Uruka would never. ABG Uruka would never. She's too busy raving, partying. 119 for ambulance. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't really remember that well. Damn, thanks for telling me. Otherwise, I would see some sus person on the street and call 119. They'll come and be like, "Are you hurt?" I'll be like, "No." They'll be like, "Why'd you call us then?" 119, 110 for police. Oh, okay. I see. Nova Fire, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Urfa Gang 7. Thank you. ABG Uruka and piano would get along well. I don't think so. I don't think so. But oh, yeah. Also, I asked Pam Piano if she has anything that she wanted to say to you guys. So I'm just gonna read it out. To you guys. So this is a message from Pan Piano, not me, but I'm just reading it for her. From Pan Piano. First of all, I'm very grateful to Uruka for giving me this opportunity to collaborate. This is also my first time working with a violinist, and I'm really looking forward to it. During the recording, I first recorded the piano performance, and I was a bit worried about whether it would sync well with the violin. However, the final mixed version turned out amazing. I was really touched when I listened to it. I hope everyone will enjoy this collaboration video as well. A huge thank you to Uruka. And to that I say a huge thank you to Pan Piano. because oh my god, I was so what do you call it? I was so starstruck. I was so starstruck, man. Thank you, Uruka. It was such a pleasure to perform with you. No, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm forgetting all my language skills right now. How do I say this? 真的很感谢你跟我一起How do you say Now it just sounds like thank you for being together with me. I don't know. 合作 Okay, 合作 Yeah. 演奏 Oh, okay. Yeah. 跟我一起演奏跟我弹会着钢琴跟我弹只剩下钢琴陪我弹了一天Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Accidental Riz. Thank you both Pan Piano and Miss Uruka for gracing us in the world with such amazing and spectacular music. Thank you guys for watching. 一起跟我做 Stop, I didn't finish my sentence. 我没说完 OK 我没讲完 OK OK Shut up. Does that mean something sus? Sweet Sweet Oh my god. Pretty sus. Does it actually? 是有什么奇怪的意思吗？so, Pan here to listen to all the fumbles. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now you have to get married to her. Oh my god. Wedding collab, stop. Stop, no. Just like make. Do people actually say that though? Do people actually say that? Ask her for hand in marriage. No. 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 But yeah, I think what am I gonna say? I don't even know what I'm gonna say. But yeah, the violin the violin and the piano worked really well together. And I was also a little worried about how to record against the piano, because like I don't think I've ever actually done like a collaboration recording with a piano that didn't have like a click track to it. And like you can't have a click track because there are keep burping. There are parts that have like ebb and flow, so you can't just have like a strict metronome. So it was very much just like watching her video and just like feeling the tempo that she would feel. What's a click track? Basically, a click track is a metronome, in a sense, that plays in your ear while you record so that you would be in the same tempo. And it would basically change tempos if the music does change tempo. And it would like slow down a little bit if there's like a pause. And then it'll give you like a lead in into the next part if there was a pause. But we didn't have, like, we couldn't really do that. Because it was literally just like recording by ourselves. So you're saying you were as one? Well, I don't know because I recorded after her. So maybe I was in tune. Maybe I was with as one, but you know what? Maybe it wasn't two ways, because we would never know because she never tried to record against mine. but it was amazing. Dude, I don't understand how do pianists maintain like tempo? I don't understand. How do you not just go all over the place? I guess that's something that they like practice, because like as a violinist, like I just depend on the background to keep the tempo like that. I'm dead ass. I depend on the accompaniment. If I'm playing by myself, I go all over the place. Some people just have a good sense of measure. It's called being a musician, Uruka. Okay, shut up. Okay, shut up. Look, I can have a good sense of tempo, but the thing is, I am so like, I use metronome. Oh, okay. So, I see. I don't know. For some reason, I just think that pianists have like a superpower. They just have like a superpower, you know? But I guess you also use metronome. I don't know, because as a very, like, okay, violinists are like the worst offenders of this, because we have such like protagonist syndrome. Like, violinists have such main character syndrome. I'm a little better because I also play viola, but I am not used to playing. I'm not used to having okay, for viola is fine, but like violinists usually are not used to like having to follow people. I'm okay. I am okay because I play other instruments too. But violinists are not used to following people because usually people follow the violin. But I'm okay with it. But it was just a little hard to navigate in a recording. But here, I have some snippets of the sheet music to show you. Look. It might blow your mind a bit. Wow. So I'm just gonna talk about a few things on my part. I don't really have much to say about the piano part because I don't play piano. I think pianists are insane. How do you read so many notes at the same time? I don't... I can't do... How do you do that? How do you read so many notes at once? It's crazy. How do you do that? But basically, this... I have this bleed tear emoji because... This, I'm dead ass. This is the hardest part of the whole song. I'm being so real with you right now. This, do I not have my pointer? For me, this is the hardest part. Here. That's like 4 notes. How is that hard? Let me explain to you. Okay? For me. Look, you see this little circle on top of the note? See this little circle? That means a harmonic. And what that means is basically that your fingers are not actually pressing down on the string. Well, okay. This is a false harmonic. But let me just go over what a harmonic is first. A harmonic is basically the little whistling sound. If you go back and listen to the cover, it sounds like a whistle in the beginning, in the violins. That's a harmonic. It's like an overtone, kind of. So basically you would lightly touch your finger on the string and then just pull your bow, and it's like a whistle sound. But there's only some natural harmonics on the string because the way that harmonics work is that they break like the string into intervals, and there's only certain intervals that the harmonic works. There's probably a better scientific explanation for that, but that's basically how it is. But if you want to get false harmonics, because you can technically do any note as a harmonic, but you have to break the string by yourself. Not like cut it, but you have to break the string by pressing one finger down to shorten the length of the string by yourself. You have to place one finger down and then another finger will be touching. So my index finger will be pushing down on the string, and then my pinky will be lightly touching above it. And that's a false harmonic. And it's like one of the things that drives string players insane because it's low-key really hard, because you have to have a very, very specific placement in order for the harmonic to actually come out because of the way that the physics work. It has to be exactly at the right spot of the string in order for it to come out. And even when it does come out, you have to pull your bow very fast. You have to pull your bow very fast because there's not as much acoustic resonance in the instrument for it to actually come out as well as like a normal, like a natural harmonic or a normal note. So, imagine my imagine my surprise when I open up the sheet music and it's like 6 to 8 measures of just this. This is the hardest part of the whole entire thing for me. Probably not for the piano, but for me. In other words, no G string. It could be on the G string. It could be on the G string. Pan piano. How do pianists read so many notes? Yeah, I don't think they would be. I don't think she would be able to explain. Like, I don't think pianists can explain other than the fact that they read it all the time. I can read it. I just can't play it at the same time because I don't play piano. You pulled it off, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna point out my flaws so that you can hear them. Yeah, I pulled it off. I tried my very best. So yeah, that's what all this is. This whistling sound in the beginning. This is hard. It is hard. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys. Very cute nerdy music talk. Thanks. Don't call me a nerd. I'm not a nerd. There's probably a better explanation for it somewhere, but that's all I got. And the next thing, so basically, this is what I was talking about, right? So like in the beginning, the piano part is like a lot of whole notes, right? There's a lot of whole notes. You see these big fat circles over here. These are whole notes, which basically means that it spans the entire 4-beat measure, and there's nothing in between. But once you see these like smaller ones, these are like in between. So like in this this first area, it was kind of hard to like figure out where the beat was landing. Cause like I didn't want to have like a click track in my ear. I could just make a click track, but I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to have a metronome in my ear. So I was really trying my best. I listened to the whole thing and I tried to like internalize the beat, like the metronome beat. Cause I really didn't want. I feel like every time when I play with a metronome, it sounds a whole lot more robotic than it could actually be. So I still wanted it to flow, but I still need to catch like the beginnings of the bar, you know? So that took a little bit of getting used to. But I think I did alright. Yeah. Didn't call you cute then. I'm not cute. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not. Yeah. Is Music Geek better? Anyway, yeah, so that's and there's also 2 parts because the actual song is a duet. But then like we figured it would be kind of weird if like the piano was both the accompaniment and one of the parts. So it was like, okay, let's just do like all the like melody parts with the violin. So I was playing 2 parts. It's kind of a call and response kind of thing. If you never heard the song before, it's like a call and response. So there's like the first phrase over here is the guy, and then the next phrase over here is the girl, and then they kind of trade off and then they meld together. If you haven't heard the actual song, you should. It's a lot more clear with the actual voices. It's a little harder to tell when both parts are violin, but it's like a call and response kind of like love song. Did you record using acoustic or digital violin? Okay, I recorded this using acoustic, and I think you could really tell the difference because the acoustic really resonates well, and especially for a song like this, I really wanted to use my acoustic. I tried it out with the electric and it did not hit. It did not hit. But it just has a way more like rich and warm feeling to it, especially with a piano because piano uses like a real like grand piano to record. And I was like, that would be a huge disservice if I recorded an electric violin on top of that, because the piano itself sounds so nice and full. I can't do electric on this. I have to use my acoustic violin, which is a good choice because it really blended well together. Yeah. Thought you didn't have your acoustic up right now. I recorded this like 3 months ago. Yeah, I recorded this around 3 months ago, so it was before I came here. It was before I came to Bobaland. Uruka was like, I cannot fail my Oshi. Even just like my musical soul was like, you can't do that. I can't do that. It's not allowed. Doesn't softwares allow you to gain the resonant you want through Electric One? That would be reverb. It's not exactly the same, because the sound itself is completely different. There's only so much you can do on a computer. Like, people think that computers are computers are incredibly powerful, don't get me wrong, but there's only so much you can replicate. When it comes to acoustic instruments, there's really only so much you can replicate. Like, it's really not gonna sound the same. Like, an electric violin is not exactly meant for this kind of music. And the body itself just doesn't have that same sound. And this is why, like, electric violins are mass-produced, but acoustic violins are, like, for the most part, the good ones are not mass-produced. And the reason why there's so many different acoustic violins is because they all have their own different unique sound, right? If they didn't, people would just get the same violin or just get electric violin. But I really like the sound of my acoustic, my own especially, even if it's shattered before my eyes. I really, really like rich, warm sounds. So I specifically chose a violin. This was when I was I was very young when I got this violin. I chose a very rich, very warm violin because that's the sound that I really like. Some people prefer very shrill violins. I don't really like them. I probably am describing it in the way that's biased to me, but yeah, it's just a super different vibe. That's why there's super expensive violins. Yeah. Like, some of my teachers, oh my god, some of my teachers got really expensive instruments. Like, oh my god, I can't even. I don't know how much their instrument was, but my teacher had a bow. Not the instrument itself, but my teacher's bow costed $15,000. Yeah. Like 15 or 16,000 US dollars just for the bow. Just for the freaking stick. And I was like, I'm scared to ask how much your instrument costs. I am terrified to ask how much your instrument costs. Because just for the bow was... Oh my god. I was like, holy shit, I'm not gonna ask. I'm scared to ask. Is it hard to pick out the right acoustic violin? Oh yeah, it's very difficult. I feel it's the same with any instrument, like any string instrument, even pianos. I think pianists even have the same experience probably, that you like try out like 15 different ones at least just to figure out which ones you want. Is it made of unicorn hair? It's not the hair really, it's the wood. It's the wood mostly. We're trucking car enthusiast levels of hobby spending. Oh, okay, wait, no. It's not a hobby though. That's not his hobby, that's his life. That's his career. You can't put this against a hobby thing, because this is their whole ass job, their profession, their whole passion, and their whole life. It's not just their hobby, like that's dead ass their whole... It's their entire like reason to live, you know? Like so, you know, I can see how that would be, and they're like, if you're a whole ass professional musician, I can see why you would spend. And honestly, like that was the cheaper option. I remember the only reason why I know this is because he was like, oh yeah, There's this one brand. It's like, it's pretty new. So their prices are not that bad. They're relatively cheap. That's why I asked. I was like, oh, how much is it? Maybe I should get one. He was like, yeah, it's relatively cheap. It's like 15, 16,000. I'm like, cool. How much is a regular bow then? Oh my god. It was like, yeah, normally this would cost like 50,000, like 30 to 50,000. I'm like, how much does your instrument cost? His instrument's probably like 100K at least. Oh my god. I'm terrified to ask. Terrifying. But yeah. Look, I know you guys are like super surprised by this, but you have to understand that this is their whole, like, that's their entire profession. That's their whole identity. Their entire reason, like, for professional musicians, that's not just their career, you know? That's not just their job. They don't just clock out. That's their, like, they live and breathe this stuff, you know? That's their whole life. So, you know, you can't really compare. You can't really compare to anything else. Miss Uruka is just supporting car hobbies argument. I don't know about cars enough, man. I don't know enough about it. You don't clock out of art. Exactly. Like, at least, like, I'm a VTuber, so I can go a little less insane, you know? There's a lot of things that I can get away with, that, like, they can't. But yeah, you would be very surprised how much instruments cost. For car guys, live and breathe cars, Miss Uruka. I guess, like, if you drive for a living, I don't know if you race for a living. Is it a peer pressure thing or is it actually required? Well, it's not peer pressure. It's like your own pressure, really. It's not a requirement either. It's just like once you get to a certain level, certain instruments are just not enough for you anymore. You know? Like, it's not for other people. Like, it's well, kind of. It's sort of for other people, but it's also for yourself. Because, like, if you are not satisfied with how your instrument sounds, you are not gonna want to play it, you know? It's not a social status thing. Like, people don't go around, like, the only reason why I know how much it costs is because he was like, oh yeah, you should get, this brand is like really nice. And the only reason why he said how much it was is because I asked. There's a legit difference in sound, yeah. Like, I don't know how much his instrument costs. I don't know how much these people's instrument costs. They don't tell me. The only reason why I know about that Bose price is because I asked. But yeah, they don't advertise it, you know? Like, they don't advertise, oh yeah, my instrument's like over 6 figures. It's... Anyway, the next one, basically the same thing that goes along with the whole recording thing is like the matching up the rhythms, because there's a whole lot of like 2 against 3 kind of stuff in here, and if you don't like, if you're not really too sure, basically the part that's like squared, rectangled in orange, you see how like, oh wait, my pointer, these all take up, like, these are happening at the same time. These 3 notes take up the same, like, these 3 notes take up the same amount of space as these 2 notes. So basically, you would want equal 3 notes in the space, but also equal 2 notes in the space. So it sounds like I don't know if you guys can hear. This is something that musicians practice a lot, especially if you're like a pianist. You're gonna hear me tapping on the table. So yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can hear that, but like, basically you have to ignore. You kind of just ignore what the other one is doing. Just ignore what the other one is doing, and it turns out really nice. And this is actually used a lot. Do the 2 parts with your hands. I just did. That's what I was doing just now. I was literally just doing that. I think this actually... So basically we trade off a lot on this. Sometimes I'm doing the duples, but we call it duples when there's 2 notes. Sometimes I'm doing the duples, and sometimes she's doing the duples, sometimes she's doing the triplets, sometimes I'm doing the triplets. But I think a good example of this is basically like every single action movie trailer. If you could think of pretty much like any action movie trailer, when they like black out the screen, not exactly blackout, but when they have the gunshots, they got the dramatic music, you know, they got the dramatic music going, and then every time, without fail, the gunshots are always in like 2 against 3. They're like, the gunshots are always the 3 against the 2 in action movies. I can't think of a specific example right now, but I can't imagine it's too hard to find. Like, it'll be like dramatic music, like da 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 da, and it'll be the gunshots like. I can't explain this to you. But like, we just da 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 da, pew 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 pew, da 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 da. They always do that, man. They always do that. And I'm like, can we not? Every single action movie trailer, I swear to God. It's always the gunshots, man. It's always the gunshots. Pew pew pews, yeah. Oh my God. It's so predictable. Oh my God. Pan Piano out here listening to my shitty music explanations. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but I hope I hope it's a good explanation. I hope it's good enough explanation. How much does a grand piano cost, like pan pianos? If I'm not wrong, she has a Yamaha, but I might be wrong. I might have forgotten. I think she has a Yamaha, but I'm not really sure. Those start... Yamaha grand pianos, I'm pretty sure, unless... My thought is from like a decade ago though. A decade ago, Yamaha grand pianos start around 30K? 30,000 US? But that was 10 years ago. So I could be wrong. It could be different now. Starting. So it's like 60K now. I don't know how much inflation is on Yamaha pianos, so I have no clue. I could be wrong as well. But I'm pretty sure that was the number I remember. Maybe there's cheaper ones, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. You can just Google it. But somewhere around there. Instruments are expensive. If you think about it though, like, pianos use a lot of material to make. And there's a whole lot of mechanics happening in there. You know? For every single key, there's like a string and a hammer inside. There's cheaper ones for Yamaha, but Are they grand pianos though? Are they like whole ass grand pianos? Because there's like mini grands or like uprights that are cheaper than a grand piano. Because the grand piano is very, very big. Like half grand. Okay, that's a different thing though. If you want a full grand piano, I think around 30K would be like the lowest. I don't think baby grands are not full grands. Yeah. But yeah. See, the thing is, pianos use a lot of material to make, and there's a whole lot of mechanics inside. But at the same time, they're also like more mass-produced. Not in the bad way, but just in that like people don't specifically make pianos like unique to themselves. That's mostly a string instrument thing. Making unique, not mass-produced instruments is mostly a string instrument thing. And that is one of the reasons why string instruments cost a lot. But wind instruments are also very expensive, but that's another thing though. Wind instruments I feel like is a whole nother game. Main character syndrome. It's not that. I think it's mostly because it's made of wood. I think it's mostly because they are handmade with wood. I don't know exactly why. No, I'm talking about string instruments. Like the string instruments are mostly not mass produced, and I'm not exactly sure exactly why, but it's probably because like a really long time ago it was like it was like that, and then people just like it like that. I don't know. But I don't know how like the first pianos and wind instruments were. But for wind instruments, from my wind player friends, I hear this from them. For wind instruments, they work like iPhones. For the high-end wind instruments, they work like iPhones. There's like models that come out every once in a while. And they cost a lot of money. Like for like a clarinet from a really good brand, if you want it's like there's like standard ones too, because they're mass produced, but like not in the like bad way. They're mass produced, but for the good brands, there's like standard instruments for like a professional. Unlike string instruments where you have to go around and test a bunch of them, there's like standard instruments for professional like wind instruments, because there's like models. So it's like, oh yeah, you're a professional player. You need to have, you should have like at least this model, you know? It's like, oh, you have to have at least the iPhone 16, you know? And also, there's a waiting list. There's a waiting list for some of these instruments. And I heard that there's this one at least from this bassoon. There's one bassoon maker that has a 10-year waiting list. They have a 10-year waiting list to get your hands on a bassoon from that brand. And I'm like, oh god, I am, you know, string instruments might be expensive, but I am very glad that I'm not a wind player. So, I'm so glad I'm not a wind player. Holy. So, have you ever heard the phrase artificial scarcity, Uruka? Yes, I know. But the thing is, like, they do actually make really good instruments, and that's why people want them so bad. And I'm pretty sure they're handmade. Like, they are mass-produced, but I think they are handmade. It's just that they're all basically the same. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't think they're factory made. But yeah, there's a reason why they're the standard though. There's a reason why they're the standards, because it actually is really good. Products are good, but it's a highly protected industry to keep high prices up. Well, you gotta think about it, right? How many professional bassoonists are there in the world? Like realistically, how many like professional bassoonists are there in the world? Probably not very many. So... All right, next. This is just to show you. This is just showing my part. I think you might notice that there's a lot of markings. A lot of markings on the page. And basically what these things are is to tell me which fingers to use, which string to use in order to make the melody sing like I want it to. So I really wish I had my acoustic with me right now, because then I could demonstrate. It's a little hard to demonstrate on the electric because it kind of sounds the same no matter how you play it. Basically, there's different positions when you play violin or any string instrument. There's different positions on the fingerboard, which is basically like the long black part on the instrument. And the easiest way to play is just first position, which would be just to have your hand in resting at the bottom of the neck, right? But sometimes that doesn't sound very good. And sometimes, especially for this song, especially because it's like so emotional, I guess. It's such an emotional song. And also because it's like Chinese sounding. Well, it is Chinese, but like the sound of the song is also very like, it's pretty Chinese sounding. So I really wanted to get like the inflections, like the vocal inflections right, and like the slides, the glisses and stuff that they do while they sing. Because the voice itself, like the human voice doesn't go directly from one note to the next like an instrument can, you know? Like no matter what, there's like a little bit of like human touch in it. So I really wanted it to sound as much as like the singing as I could. So I made it's hard to explain if you don't play the instrument, but these are some very unusual fingering choices. Like people usually would not want to do this. But in order to make it sound like the voicing of the vocalists, this is what I chose to do. This is like second position. What is this? Fourth position? They're very strange positions. And this Roman numerals, the Roman numerals tell you which string to play it on. So this is the third string, which would be the D string. And this is basically just telling me, don't move. Once I hit this note, don't play this note on the next string. Because the easy way would just be to play this note on the next string. Because this string is the D string. And then this would technically be on the next string, which is the A string. So this is telling me, stay on the same string. Stay on the same string. Which means that this is sliding from here to here, up the same string, instead of crossing into the next one. Thought the Roman numerals mean which position? No. I don't know. Maybe if you're like a beginner player, maybe, perhaps. But most people just use the Roman numerals as a string indicator, and then you write the fingering on it. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Me and some other people I know. my circle, I guess we're used to doing it like this. Maybe it's different for others. I don't know. I can't really think in positions. Like, I don't really know what position I'm in for most of the time. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I usually just do this. I write the string and then I write a finger, and then I'll know where to go. I'm really bad with like knowing which position I'm in, but that's mostly because I like 70% play by ear. Like, this is just a guide for me, and then like this is the 30%, and then the other 70% I'm basically just playing by ear. So I don't really know like positions that well, which isn't very good, but that's just how I roll. But yeah, so these are just like these numbers. The normal numbers are finger indicators. It's talented like that. Well, it's not very good sometimes, because like a lot of times I'll just be like sliding up and praying I hit the right note. You know? You know? I could practice my scales and memorize the positions better, but you know what? It's working for me so far, so yeah. This is just I don't really have anything to say about that, but like, look at this. How the hell do you play piano? Like, what the hell? There's so much. What the heck? There's so many notes. Oh my god. Look at this. And they're like jumping all over the place too. Like, this is so much higher than this. This is so far from this. Like, what? How do you do that? This is so far from this. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Uruka low-key flexing? No, I'm not. I don't play piano. I can play very badly. Looks like a quick time event. Like, huh? That's crazy. That's insane. The musical Olympics, right? Like, I'm sure for like pianists, they probably understand this, but I'm not a pianist. I'm not a pianist, so I don't know what's going on. Why do I suddenly have a headache? I don't know. What the hell? I suddenly have a really bad headache, but it's okay. We're almost done with the PowerPoint. Pianists are kind of crazy. I know. But I know, like, sometimes, like, people will look at violin stuff and be like, how do you do that? And I'll be like, it's easy. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those or if it actually is hard. Slurring on piano doesn't make sense to me. It's more of a phrasing thing on piano. Like with violin, and it's like very, very obvious what a slur is. But for piano, it's like very much a phrasing kind of thing. Rather than like physically. You can't really physically slur. Pianos are the most wild sheet music. I know. They really do. What was it? Oh yeah, this is some of the craziest sheet music. Remember the 3 against 2 I was talking about? She has to do it herself here. Which is kind of insane. And I'm also... She has to rest in front of the triplets, but I'm also playing triplets, so I was trying really hard to match up with her triplets. Even though hers doesn't start until the next one. And these... This was kind of hard. Because this is actually the same note in different octaves. These two right here, this passage right here, these are the same notes in different octaves. And if you don't play violin, this is very high. This is very high. And the way that violin works is not like piano. The higher you go on the fingerboard, or if you think in guitar terms, fretboard, it works the same as guitar too. The higher you go on the neck of the instrument, the smaller the spaces between each note becomes. So you can't just keep your hand shape and then move it up. It doesn't work like that. It changes. And violin doesn't have frets either, so you just have to know. You just have to know where it is. So this was difficult in the sense. This was difficult in the sense that, like, when you play octaves, it is incredibly difficult to match octaves because it's so obvious when you're out of tune. It is so incredibly obvious when you're out of tune because they are the same note and they have I don't know what the scientific term is, but basically like overlapping like frequencies. Like basically they're supposed to match together. When they don't match together, you can hear it in the sound. You can hear the sound waves. I know that's a crazy term, but you can hear the sound waves. Like if they're a little bit out of tune, you can hear it go wah 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 wah. I don't know how else to better explain to you, but if you play if you play unisons or like octaves and they're out of tune, they go wah 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 wah. They have the same resonance. Yeah. So you have to hit the exact spot. You have to hit the exact spot. So it needs to be so precise so that they are resonating in the same way and you don't hear the wah 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 wah. That's the best way I can explain it. So that's why this was hard. And also because this was so high up. It's not that high, but like if you're trying to match up with a different octave, it's pretty difficult. Like not in sync. Not in sync would kind of imply more of a rhythm thing. But it's like the sound waves are not connecting. They're not piecing together. They have to be explaining it in jelly terms. It's not jelly terms. I'm not even joking. Like, that's literally the exact sound it makes. It's not even a jelly reference. Like, it's exactly the sound it makes when you don't have it exactly. When you don't have it exactly at the right frequency. That's literally the sound that comes out of it. You have to develop the ear to hear it, but it literally goes wah 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 wah, and it gets faster and faster. Like if you're closer, if you're very 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 close, but still not aligned, it goes wah 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 wah. But then once you get a little farther, it goes wow 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 wow. And then the farther and farther you get, it goes wow 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 until you reach the next note, and then it doesn't really happen anymore. It's physics, man. It's physics. It's literally, you can literally hear the sound, like the sound waves. And I don't know how else to describe it. The waves go brr, yeah. Like you literally hear the sound waves. Like you would be able to see them too, but you can hear them. It's like a little detector, you know? The faster it gets, they're like, oh, you're getting closer. It gets faster and faster. It's like, oh, you're almost there, but not quite. Yeah. Yep, this is just like matching the rhythms with this. It was easier here because there is like a ongoing beat. As you can see, there are many different notes in this measure. A measure is just the box that this line happens in, you know. So it was harder to, it was easier to get the beat than in the beginning. But just like matching up triplets and stuff is a feat to do when you're not in the same room as well. Isn't it just Doppler effect? I don't know what the Doppler effect is. I don't know physics, man. I don't know physics. I dropped out of physics. Oh yeah, this is another crazy piano pedal. That's basically just me looking at this. I can't play piano, but like That's kind of crazy, isn't it? That's kind of crazy. I don't know how hard this actually is on piano, but it looks difficult to me. Like, look at that. That's insane. Piano goes hard. Pianists are on another level. Pianists are on another level. So yeah, huge props to Pan Piano, because this actually looks insane to me. Huge props to Pan Piano. Pianists also think violinists are on another level. I think it's basically just whatever you don't play, you think is on another level. Whatever you don't play is on another level. Pianists don't have to worry about playing out of tune. That is true. That's another thing, actually, is that pianos are tuned to like equal temperament, which basically means that every note is spaced out evenly. So you don't have to worry about like tuning and stuff. Obviously, it's equal temperament. But the thing is, violin is not equal temperament, which basically means that there is not a specific there is not a exact way for every note to be in tune to everything. It's like situational. Depending on what you're playing, so a note needs to be a little higher or lower, depending on what you're playing and what key you're in order for it to actually be in tune. And the thing about that is like playing with piano is like you need to be with the piano, but at the same time, it's like I'm used to playing not equal temperament. Oh my god. I'm used to playing just temperament instead of equal temperament, but at the same time, if I do that, it's gonna be out of tune with the piano. So there's like some parts that I'm like, okay, equal temperament. And then there's some parts that I'm like, okay, I think I can get away with doing like actual tuning, just temperament here. Yeah. It's a difficult thing. Because depending on what like key you're playing and what chord you're playing, different things will be different tunings, which is awesome. Wow. Oh my god, you're still here. Oh my god, it's so embarrassing trying to fumble all these music explanations while she's still here. Hi. Pan Piano, what? She's invested. I'm not getting I don't get flustered. I never get flustered. Why would I get flustered? You embarrass yourself worse. Don't say that. Don't say that. Piano lady love. Piano lady love. This isn't even that bad. I know, but like, I'm so bad at explaining stuff. But yeah. This part, I have a lot of like markings that probably don't make sense to people, but I usually highlight things that like are important or I need to like sustain it. This was important because a lot of violinists tend to kind of fade away a lot of their notes. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like, if it's like a long note, it kind of just starts fading. Sometimes it's an artistic choice. Sometimes it's just lack of technique. Sometimes the fade is intentional. Sometimes the fade is just because they can't hold it any longer. Because there's a very specific bow technique you need to use in order to maintain like the sound. Because how do I explain this? Okay, imagine you have a stick. Imagine you have a stick and you're holding onto the middle of the stick, right? Imagine you're holding onto the middle of the stick. Now, imagine you hold the middle of the stick and then you press one side of the stick, maybe the left side. You press the left side of the stick to the ground, right? You press the left side of the stick to the ground. Okay? Now, on the ground, there is a pressure detector. It can feel how hard you're pressing on the ground, right? So imagine a random number, okay? So let's say it's at 20. You're holding the middle of the stick, you're pressing onto the ground, and the pressure says 20. Now, you start moving towards the right of the stick, right? You start moving towards the right of the stick, but you have to keep the pressure on the ground on the left side at 20. You have to, there's like different kind of force you need to use, right? You need to use different force. You need to use more force on the longer end, on the very right, in order to keep it at 20 rather than at the middle. There's some kind of physics to this. I don't know what it's called. But basically, imagine... I feel like the ground part is killing the analogy. Well, I don't know what else to use. But basically, the pressure that you keep on the bow with your right hand, the pressure you need to on your right hand, you need to smoothly ease from one pressure to another when you move the bow up and down. If you want to keep the same pressure of the bow, and you need to do it like smoothly, without any kind of stops in the middle. Your hand needs to slowly add more pressure as you go further to the tip of the bow, and then as you move back up to the end of the bow, you need to slowly release the pressure. But it has to be it has to be equal at the same time in order for it to actually sound the same. To the listener, it'll just sound like a normal note, like a random, if you press a note on the piano, that's basically it. But to the person playing it, there's a lot of mechanics going into that. So the reason why a lot of violinists actually do the fade out thing is because they haven't trained. It's because they haven't trained their bow hand to be able to do that smooth transition from the bottom of the bow to the tip of the bow, and vice versa. So that's why a lot of time, if you go from the bottom of the bow to the tip of the bow, it'll be fading out, and then vice versa. If they go from the tip of the bow to the bottom of the bow, it'll be kind of like, you know. So it actually takes a lot of technique just to play a normal ass note. So, bottom to the tip, yeah. It's called the frog. The bottom of the bow is called the frog. I don't know why it's called the frog. There's probably an explanation, but the bottom is called the frog, and the top is the tip. And actually, wait, let me, oh, oops. Here. These markings up here. This little square thing, this this right here. Oh, it's just like it's a box without the line at the bottom. It's a box. This means start with a down because it looks like the frog. It looks like the bottom of the bow. This means you go down, so it means go from bottom to top. This little thing looks like it's like the tip. So this means go from top to bottom. Did you just curse? That's good. No, I did not just curse at you. It's like I don't know. It's like the alphabet. It's like the alphabet, kind of. Look like you could be a good violin teacher, Uruka. Oh no, I cannot teach. I am so bad at teaching. Holy, I am really bad at teaching. It's not even funny. Do you specifically have to start at the bottom, or does it just decide the direction? You don't. It just decides the direction. You don't have to start at the bottom. This is just telling you which direction to go. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I unconsciously I did do the fade out thing here, but then I listened back and I was like, no, I think because it's such a critical moment right here, because this is the like very kind of the ending part where the kind of climax is. Like, this is such a critical moment, and I think this note needs to be sustained. This has to be sustained to lead into this top note, because it's such a critical moment. So I made sure to go back and I made sure to sustain this note, to keep it going and lead it into this note, while also the only lead-in I have into this beat is these grace notes right here. I have to match up with this. So that's why there's like this listen right here. Okay. Yeah. And then this was also very difficult. Very high PP. This was very difficult. I would say this is not as difficult as the thing at the beginning, but it's still pretty difficult. Very high PP. So basically the P means quiet. PP means very quiet. If you say PPP, it's very, very, very quiet. So the more P's there are, the more quiet it has to be. And it's actually quite difficult to play quiet because of that bow pressure that I was talking about. Instead of keeping pressure on the bow, you have to have incredibly light pressure. In fact, not even any pressure. Just use gravity. But at the same time, you have to pull the bow in the right direction. But you have to make sure that the bow isn't freaking bouncing on the screen. This is the problem a lot of people have when you play really quiet, because the bow has hair. So it's very like bouncy. So if you don't have pressure on the bow, it bounces. It bounces on the string because the strings themselves are bouncy. The bow itself is bouncy, so it has a lot of bounce to it. So you have to hold it in a very guided way in order for it not to bounce. So it's really hard to play quietly, especially if it's so high up the string. When it's so high up the string becomes more bouncy, and I can't explain the physics of this, but when you're pressing really high on the string becomes more bouncy. And yeah. So basically this little 8 over here with the dots over here, this means that it's an octave higher than what you see. So it's not this. It's actually way up here. It's actually way up here. It has more tension when it's shorter, yes. Yeah, basically. It has more tension when it's shorter, so it's more bouncy the higher you play. So this is on the highest string at one of the like highest levels, and you have to play PP. And you barely hear this part, but if you go back and listen at the end part, you can hear it. It sounds like tinnitus in your left ear. Tinnitus? I don't know. But yeah, this one, I'm pretty proud of this part, even though no one can really hear it. Even though no one can really hear it, I'm pretty proud of this part. I played it really smooth. Pretty proud of it. And as always, crazy piano part that I can't comprehend. What's PP in words? I know P is piano, PP is pianissimo, and then PPP is pianissimo, and then even more pianississimo, pianississimo, pianississimo. P sub, where is P doms? There's no P. Look, there's no P dom. P sub means subido. Subido, which means suddenly very quiet. P sub means suddenly very quiet. There's no P dom. There's no P dom. Ugh. I'm opening my bread that I forgot to open. Suddenly very loud would be F sub. It's F sub. Yeah. There's no F dom, okay? There's no dom. Actually, there technically is dom, but they don't write it. It's not like written in sheet music. There's only dominant, but that's to describe like a chord. Like a chord in a key, like the dominant of a key. But you don't write dom. You don't really write dom. You only write dominant. I made sure to notate long here. The red markings are from sheet music when I played it. The rectangle I added in for the PowerPoint. The red markings, these are actually what I write when I need to study something or play something. Because they help me figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do if I can't remember it. Very sustained PPP. PPP. So this is like... This is one of the like final bosses. Although the beginning was still harder, I think. This is a harmonic, which I talked about. You use this note sheets or just doodle them for yap? The red parts are what I used. The rectangles are not though. The red parts I did use to read. These ones. I talked about the harmonic thing, which is you need to press one finger down and then lightly touch another finger down and pray. Basically just pray. Because it's super quiet. Usually the way that you bring out harmonics is to increase your bow speed. Increasing bow pressure doesn't do anything for harmonics. You need to increase your bow speed. But at the same time, it's pianissimo, which means very quiet. So I'm like... I don't know. So basically you have to have very fast bow speed. Very little bow pressure. Not even using gravity. You have to lift the bow off to relieve some of the gravity. So yeah, this was quite difficult. There's a beautiful piano part over here with all the triplets and stuff. Beautiful piano part. Funny how you squinted right as you said that, as if the eyes conveyed the point. I mean, I think they do. I think I use my facial expressions a lot, you know? Oh my god, speaking of facial expressions, I saw something so funny on Twitter. Where someone was like, it was like a rigger on Twitter that was like in their like TOS or something. They were like, I cannot test eye physics for you because I am Asian and and my eyes don't. So, I can't test your eye physics for you because I am Asian. Don't make me do that. And I thought about it for a second and I was like, my eyes are always like doing this. And I realized it's because my eyes are just big. My eyes are just huge. I was like, I'm like almost always like this. That's because I just actually do that in real life. The eyes someone about to call you stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. But yeah. That is my selection of sheet music parts that I have to show you. So I'm gonna go back to my room. I hope you guys thought it was interesting. I know there's a lot of stuff that's very confusing if you don't read sheet music, but I tried to explain. And just know that piano is beyond me. It is magical to me. I do not know how to play piano, and pianists are like magicians. So yeah. Wouldn't know how much thought and effort you put into it. Well, okay. It's like I explain it like this, and it's a lot of words when I explain, but it's not really like I'm not consciously going like, oh yes, this part I need to add more pressure, but I kind of just have the thought about like while I'm actually playing it, I just think like, oh, this is how I want it to sound. Oh, I gotta do this. I don't really like, I don't have that whole process thinking in my head, usually. Unless there's something that I really don't like how it sounds, and I'm like, how do I fix this? Don't know jack about music, but I enjoyed about it still. Thank you, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's kind of understandable to you as well. I'm always confused, but that's a persona problem. You generally have gotten a lot better organizing your thoughts, expressing them well. Have I really though? Have I really? Have I actually? But yeah, that was my first ever like the first time I actually got like actual sheet music done for a violin cover. And I don't know, it's a really fun process to put it together. And Pen Piano was amazing as she is. Yeah, I remember when I got her video back. When I got her video back and I listened to it, I didn't even record my part at the time, but I was just listening to the piano part and I was like, oh. Wow. 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 Without a doubt, you've improved. Have I really? I feel like it's just because of like I actually know this stuff though. This is actually stuff that I do know, so it's like easier for me to break it down, I think. Can you go back and make a breakdown for the previous songs you've done and continue to do these in the future? Like which ones? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Was it surreal at the time? I still can't believe Pan Piano agreed to do this. At the time? Dude, it's still surreal. I don't know. It's still surreal, man. I kind of was not expecting... I kind of was not expecting her to be like, okay, I kind of wasn't expecting it. But it came out so beautifully. It came out so beautifully. Yeah. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. And I was like I was like really scared the whole time. I was like, do I come out? I was scared of how it came across. I was like I don't wanna be like I don't wanna seem like leechy or anything. I don't wanna be like a cloud chaser. I was kinda scared. But like, oh, she's still here. Yeah, cause I was like, I genuinely like really like her covers. Oh my god, now it's embarrassing again. I genuinely like, I really like her covers, and I really did want to actually play with her. I was kind of scared. I was like, what if I sound kind of like the immediate change in tone. I did not change tone. I did not change my tone. I did not change my tone. But yeah. Accidentally raise, but I never raise my voice. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I never raise my voice. Who's raising their voice? I don't know. You raise your voice at us literally all the time. Do I? No, I don't. No, I do not. Yeah. Can't wait for the pan pound neon green shorts. Stop. You raise me up. Fans just listening to you be weird. Just remember, I'm normal. I'm normal. 我是一个很正常的人 ，OK， 很正常的熊 ，OK， 完全都不奇怪。Listen to the cover, came here, immediately hear an intimidating low voice Uruka. I never raise my voice. I never raise a... Not the chastity shorts. The freaking neon green shorts, no. Don't, yeah, no. That sounds sus, what do you mean? Not sus. How do you say sus in Mandarin Chinese? Is there a way to say sus? Is there an equivalent of sus? Thought the shorts were good though. I still have them. I still have them. I didn't give them away. Wait, why is there another chat on? I just noticed. Why is there 2 chats? What the heck? No one ever told me that. I can't read. I didn't bring them to Taiwan. I just have them still. I have them. I don't like have them here. I have them at my parents' house. I have them at my parents' house. Huh. I can't read that. I can't read that. But yeah, anyway. I still can't believe it happened, but it's like, it sounds so nice. It sounds so beautiful. It sounds so beautiful, man. I can't believe. Violin and piano works together very well. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? I cringe. I am not listening to your Google translated words, okay? Not listening to your Google translated words. Man, anyway. Anyway. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Oh my god. Burp. I still can't get over the freaking drink order I had yesterday. Show coffee and merch. You get your Face Connect coffee. Get your Face Connect coffee at shop.face-connect.com. Shop.face-connect.com. And you can see the coffee, Face Connect coffee in collections. Bye. 赶快来买哟 Bye. It haunts me in my brain. It haunts me. 铁路便当赶快来买哟 Face Connect coffee. Every time I go to Pan approves of the Uruka coffee buy. It's a Face coffee. Get your Face Connect coffee, Uruka coffee. And remember to show Pan Piano some love on the channel too, yeah. Make sure to subscribe to Pan Piano as well. Coffee's endorsed by Pan Piano, I guess. I guess so. I don't. Pan Piano. Check out Pan Piano. Is that the right link? I think so. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to me. Subscribe to Pan Piano. Like the stream, like the cover. Pen is a powerful endorsement. Bye. It's a wild pic on her homepage. I just noticed. I just noticed. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Maybe don't open it in public, but when you're back home, you know. Or you can open it in public. That's okay too. You can open it in public too. She's so pretty, man. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Man. I need to know. Oh my god, I need to ask what moisturizer she used on. What moisturizer are you using? Oh my god. My skin is so dry. Thank you, Pan Piano. Thank you, Miss Uruka. Thank you. Will you save the music cue you didn't get to last stream for the next violin karaoke? I don't know if I want, cause like I want to, but at the same time it's gonna keep piling on if I do that. And I feel like, I don't know, like I feel bad. I want to, but I don't know. What? I'm not sure yet, but I'll see. Your girly phase can't begin until you start moisturizing.
Okay, look, I don't look that dry, but that's probably because I'm still kind of like, I'm still young enough that I still don't look that dry if I don't moisturize. But yeah, she's really pretty. I can't. Anyway, skincare, man, skincare. I can. I'm not staring at her page, man. I'm not staring at it. I'm not weird, okay? I'm not weird about it. I'm not weird about it. I'm so normal. I'm so normal about her. Random, is a MuseScore subscription worth it? If you're gonna use it, yeah. If you use it often, yes. If you don't use it very often, no. Because like technically you could just like scroll on the MuseScore page if you don't want to download it. Or is there better programs? MuseScore is mostly like user submitted music. So a lot like sometimes there'll be music but it's like really badly written. And then like the official ones you still have to pay for because they're official. But there's a lot of good stuff on there too. It just depends on how often you use it, what you need to use it for. Finding stuff and apps to help learn piano. If you're learning piano, I would not recommend using MuseScore quite yet because I feel like you need some source. You need to develop kind of the like sus meter in your brain to be able to suss out bad sheet music. Because there's a lot of bad sheet music on MuseScore. There's a lot of good sheet music on MuseScore, but there's a lot of bad sheet music on MuseScore too. So if you're not able to tell which one's bad and which one's good, I think it would do you more harm than good to use MuseScore. But yeah. Please listen to the cover if you haven't already. And obviously show Pan Piano some love. And yeah. Any beginner music workbooks or sheet music workbooks you'd recommend? I don't really know. I used to play piano. I played piano when I was very young. But I quit when I was like 9. I used Suzuki. I feel like a lot of people start with Suzuki. It's not for everyone though. If you wanna start by learning like anime music, you can find like an anime music book. There's a lot of like beginners books for like popular music and stuff that you could probably use. That would probably be a lot more interesting for you. Like it's pretty easy to learn through popular music because like the melodies are pretty simple, the chords are pretty simple. Okay. Since I'm still not feeling too well. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't really know. But I started to feel like really like nauseous and I started like sweating and like feeling like vomiting yesterday when I was out. I had to like run back because I was like, oh god, don't feel good. I feel better now, but still not great. And it's kind of on and off. It's coming back right now, actually. It's coming back right now. Is there some kind of sickness going around in Bobaland? I don't know. But must be from seeing all the couples around you. I don't know. Get well soon before anything else. Go clinic if can. I'm scared to go to clinic, man. I'm scared to go to clinic. Like, technically I have emergency contacts here, but my family lives in the south. And I don't really know them very well, so unless I'm actually dying, I'm not gonna call them. And my family lives in the south, and then my mom's friend also lives like an hour-ish away, so I'm like, I don't really want to bother anyone, but I also don't want to go to a clinic by myself. Hello, I'm dying. Help me. Yeah, my great uncle. What is great uncle in Chinese? I have no idea. My great uncle and my great aunt. Because 我的姨婆 and great uncle. I don't know. I have no idea what. I have no idea what it's called, but my great uncle is a doctor, but he lives in the south, and I'm not in the south. Just call him Papi. No. Take care. Oh, thank you. Thank you. 谢谢谢谢. Well, Mama Bear's close friend. She's like an hour-ish, an hour and a half-ish away, which is like not that big of a deal because of public transport. But also, I'm like, I'm not dying, you know. I'm fine. I'm a little sick, but I'm not dying. I feel stuff coming up my throat, but I'm not dying. Ugh. Yeah. Are there good tourist spots in Taiwan that's foreigner friendly? I feel like there's a lot of foreigner friendly places. If you go to mostly, okay, well, Taipei is definitely foreigner friendly. I don't know about the rest. I haven't been to the rest in a very long time. like a really long time. It's been probably a decade or so. Remember to call 119 if you're dying. Okay, I remember that. Well, accidentally call 911 and I'll just die because no one ever gets my call. But yeah. The family's on my mom's side. My dad is I'm sure you could tell from all my story, he is clearly not Taiwanese or Chinese or any. He does not speak a lick of Chinese. He tries. He attempts. I am technically a mix. You mudblood, you mixed blood. Mud bear. 混血的 mixed blood, you filthy mixed blood. Yeah. Filthy bear. Technically. Mixed is double the culture. Yeah, but like I don't really know that much of the other side. Like my dad, my dad, like, I'm not connected at all with the other side, really. Neither is he, really. My dad also really likes Taiwan. So, you know. You can always learn. I mean, yeah, but like I don't really feel the need to, you know. I don't really feel the need to. I'm already having trouble with two identities. I don't need three, you know. Uruka slinging slurs was not on my bingo card today. Did I sling a slur? I don't think so. I don't think so. More like 70-30. I don't know. Well, it's like half-half. Even like on paper, it's like half-half. I don't know. Because I have dual. I have dual. So like even like documented on paper, I am technically 50-50. Or maybe it's 100-100, I don't know. Only heard the term mixed blood used in Mandarin in very, very inappropriate ways. Really? Because my friend called me that. My friend was like, oh yeah, what did she say? She was like, oh yeah, 我忘你是混血. I didn't know it was I didn't know. Is it a slur? Because she called me. It wasn't in any like weird. It wasn't in an insulting tone though. It wasn't in an insulting tone. I think it's pretty neutral. You mudblood. I feel like it sounds more like it. I think it sounds more insulting in English. Let me use it both ways, but some family members of mine, ouch. What? Okay, I see. I see. I don't know, cause my family, like on my dad's side, my family's just like a jumble. My family on my dad's side is like just a jumble of like different ethnicities. So it's like pretty normal to me. But I guess it's like a little weird when you're like outside of America. I don't know. But Uruka more like Miss Worldwide. Well, I don't mean like me. I don't mean like my own blood. I mean like my relatives. I have relatives from like all over. My own blood, I don't know how much of mix it is. But it's at least 50-50. I don't know what else is in there, but Miss Worldwide. Kind of. Kind of. Cross-cultural pollination. Erm. Was I gonna say something? I don't know if I was gonna say anything, but yeah. My Mandarin speaking ability all comes from my mom. Huge carry by my mom. But I'm still very bad, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't speak any better. I cannot speak any better. If there's anyone here who cannot understand what I'm saying right now, you probably can't even. That's why I have moments like yesterday when I order my tea and yeah, I got winter melon juice with barley tea. And then they look at me like I'm insane. And then after I said that, they were like, "Oh, medium or large?" And I was like, large." The pity English, yeah. But then I made sure, I was like, I made sure to say the things that I knew how to say. I made sure to say the things that I knew how to say, okay? I was like, oh yes, 无糖, yeah. 少冰, 无糖, yeah. Yeah, I got you. I know how to speak. It's You're okay as it isn't your native language, that's fine. See, the thing is, like, technically it is considered, technically speaking, considered my native language. I just forgot a lot of it. Just forgot a lot. Oh, actually, I'm not ESL. You can have many first languages at the same time. My first words, I think I tweeted about this. My first words, according to my grandparents, was like, it was poop. It was a poop. But not in English. My first words were poop in Taiwanese. Why? I don't even understand it anymore. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand it anymore. It was poop. Yeah, it's poop, man. I can't pronounce it correctly, I don't think. Blame the person who taught you that. It was probably them. It was probably my grandparents. Why was that my first word, man? Yeah, my first words were bangsai or something like that. I swear to God. I swear to God. Usually, no. Usually it's mama, papa, no. Bangsai. God. Can't believe they've done this to me. Silly baby bear, I know. I can't believe you've done this. Alright, anyway, buy the face coffee. Buy the face coffee. Go look at Pen Piano channel. Watch the cover. I'm gonna link Pen Piano channel again, just in case you missed it. Listen to the cover. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's been 25 minutes and she's still here. Look. It's a shorter tangent than I usually go on. Okay? You have to admit. Also, wait, no, I shouldn't go on another tangent. I'm not gonna go on another tangent. Not going on another tangent. Okay. I'm gonna stop now so that I don't start to feel worse than I did do did. I don't know. Apparently, my mom told me there's some kind of disease going around in mochi. She was like, don't eat the mochi. There's a disease in the mochi. I'm like, what? And I'm like, but I want to eat the mochi. I want to eat the mochi. There's some kind of like, I don't know. She's like, there's some kind of deadly disease passing in mochi. Is that just her way of telling me not to eat? Is she gaslighting me? I don't know. Is she gaslighting me? I have no idea. She was like, oh, 麻吉不能吃，会得病。I'm like, what? Does that not ring a bell to anyone? She must be talking about norovirus. Virus. What is that? Norovirus? I don't know. I feel like that's so specific though. It's so specific to mochi. Not this one, what Mama Bear is talking about. Proceeds to go on another tangent. No. She was literally like, stay away from mochi products for now. Because there's a disease. And I searched it up and I couldn't really find it. Mochi disease. The first thing that comes up, Moya Moya disease. It's a progressive cerebrovascular disorder characterized by the narrowing or blockage of the arteries at the base of the brain. You eat a lot of mochi? Well, I eat a lot of mochi products. Usually. See, the only thing that comes up of people dying from it is people choking on mochi. Ooh, ew. Oh, there's pictures. Ew, ew, ew. Okay. Ew. Why mochi specifically? I'm guessing it's from the rice powder or the grounded rice or whatever. Cause I don't eat that much mochi specifically, but I like the tangyuan stuff. And I think it's made from the same products. Tangyuan, tangyuan, my tangyuan. And Uruka, you're so easily grossed out. Yeah, I am. Cause it's nasty, okay? It's gross. So I don't know what that's about. Should I risk it? Cause I really, really, really want to eat mochi, man. I really want to eat mochi. So there's no news regarding mochi. So why is she telling me not to eat mochi? I got gaslit. I got gaslit by my mom. You only live once. Yeah, and I'll probably... It's the only life I have. Well, should I risk the mochi? Norovirus is serious, but there's nothing coming up. There's nothing coming up when I look at it. Look it up. Well, if you're not feeling your 100%, is it worth risking? Well, if there's no reports on it, you know, like if there's no reports on it, yeah, you know, they're still selling them. I don't know, I asked her again and she was like, I don't know, but you can try. If it tastes sour, don't eat it. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought it'd be some kind of thing like latching into it or something. Not like straight up the taste of it. There was a recall in January? Really? 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 Okay, I'm just gonna hold off. I guess I want to eat the mochi on the streets, man. I want to eat the mochi on the streets, man. The ones with the peanut powder and the black sesame powder. Oh, It's so good. It's so good. Not on the pavement. I mean that they sell it on the streets. At the night markets. At the night markets, they sell it on the streets. I'm not eating it off of the streets. If it's a popular place, you'll be fine. Dude, I swear. I feel like every night market now is like a tourist attraction. I tried finding some that I thought wouldn't be tourist attractions, but no, they're all tourist attractions. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been to this one that's like kind of nearby, and every time I go there, there's a super long line for a different stand. Every time. It's not consistent, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, are people just lining up because they see a line? Like, because every time I go, there's a different super long ass line for a different thing. I'm like, are they just lining up because there's a line there? Shiling night market, dude. That's not even a goable place to me. What do you call it? I can't even go there. It's so crowded. So many tourists. It's so crowded. It's not even possible to go there anymore. Too many people, man. Go to another county. See, like, I've gone to a few that were like pretty far away from each other, and the only one that wasn't super crowded was the like a really tiny one, but it didn't have as much selection on it. Ugh. Mochi fee. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Cut the line. If they confront you, just speak in English. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. That's so bad. I don't want to do that. Although I have this thing. There's like some like... it's not like often. But sometimes there's like some like crazy like mental people on the streets. And they'll just start like yelling at you. This is not like a normal thing, by the way. It's like very rare, but it does happen. Sometimes they'll just start like yelling at you, and I saw it happen to someone. And in my head, I was like, if that ever happens to me, I'm pretending I don't know how to speak Chinese. Crazy mental people. More like potential phase connect hires. It's like mostly like old people though. Well, I guess that also works because they're hags. They're literal hags. Okay. Okay, we're gonna raid into Clara. I'm gonna actually end this time. We are actually ending this time. For real, for real. For real, for real. Schedule. Clara raid. And yeah, a huge thank you to Pan Piano again, even though I've been literally like gushing about her this whole stream. Huge thank you to Pan Piano for joining me on this. And it turned out so amazing. And I'm so happy with how it turned out, and it's beautiful. And hospital fee for the mochi. Thanks. Thank you. If only hospital fees were $5. Thank you. Thank you for the stream, Uruka and Pan Piano, for being the supportive ocean. Okay, don't be weird. Don't be weird. But yeah, just thank you everyone for listening and hearing me yap about it, because this is the first time that I did like a musical collaboration, not like a singing cover. It's like a very different process, like a musical collaboration and with like sheet music and everything. So it was a first for both of us, because she said she hasn't played with violin either. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Pan Piano. I would say it, but I forgot how to say it again. So, how do you I give up. I give up. Okay. My language skills are so bad. My language skills are so freaking bad. Okay. I will be streaming again tomorrow if I do not sleep through it again. I swear I'm not gonna sleep through the aquarium stream again. I swear I won't. Look, I told you guys, right? Being here has made my English worse, but my Chinese is not any better, okay? I can say that. Oh my god， 我来到台湾，可是我中文没变好，可是我英文变烂了，可是中文没有进步，是什么意思啊？Mandarin stream when? Oh my god, I can't. I'm planning on doing one next week because that's my last week here. It's my last week here, and I just want to kind of yap about it with I don't know if there's anyone left, but there used to be a lot, but I don't know if there's anyone left, so I don't know if the chat's gonna be all English again. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do one next week just to yap about my time here. Yeah. All right, we're rating. Ladies and gentlemen, Uruka's left the building and will not be late tomorrow. Oh, the light syncs are. Bye bye. How do I say like thank you again? Like how do you say like what? How do you say thank you again? Like what's a natural way to say like thank you again? It's so weird, man. I don't know, but thank you, Pen Piano. Thank you. And yeah, it just turned out very beautiful. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Uruka's left the building. Please take care. You too. You take care too, Pan Piano, and everyone else in the audience. Please take care. Don't get sick. Don't get like me. Don't get sick. Okay. Bye bye.